Okay, so here's the old mixer. It's got the Detroit. I'm pretty sure it's a 471 in it. The hose is looking old. That's the only one I haven't replaced there yet. Hopefully it'll hold. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, this thing runs pretty good. Hopefully she'll make it through another job. I mean, it's old. You never know what might happen. So, you know, but most of the hoses, like these aren't new hoses up here, but I put a lot of new hoses going from the pump back. And anyway, so I got a few other things I need to check here before we start it. Believe it or not, it'll start off with this small. I think this is where this battery actually came from, was when I bought this thing, was from this. So yeah, okay, that's going to be the probably the negative. P for positive. Yeah, don't take a whole lot to start the old girl. Why in the hell would that spark? Because that shouldn't even be. That's the way I've always started it, so I don't know why the hell that would spark there. That should be ground anyways. Take this hose connection off on the back because I know this seal leaks, so I'm sure there's water in that. I don't want it to mix in with the system, so let me see if there's water in that real quick. Now I've changed all the fluids out in this the last time I used it and everything. You know, gear oil in the axles, both sides. This one's got a little seal leak, as you can tell, but the fluid's clean, so I ain't worried about it leaking a little bit. And then these don't leak at all. These are the filter canisters right here. And I need to get some of this shit off. Looks like it might rust it out. We need to get this stuff off of there. And then you know, this is new hose. That's an old hose. It's still holding in there. I'm not sure when she's gonna let loose, but that is a critical hose because it does drive the, it's the main drive hose. She's kind of rusty. You can see where it's rusting through the band. There's not a whole lot of pressure on it, so a little bit, but as long as I don't bump the pressure up too high, we'll probably be okay. And so this is the transfer case box. There's no fluid in it. Oh, there you go. Okay, well, had a whole bunch of interruptions and stuff for people and stuff coming over here. So anyways, we're going to take this off so that way we can pull the because see, the other side went out shortly after I got this, and I was right on the job. I had lime delivered and everything when the bearing went out on that side. It was, well, it was actually the next day. I think they were going to actually deliver the lime. Was the next day. It failed doing the I was doing a test run on it the day before. The bearing went out and stuff because the seal went out, which when the seal goes out, then the problem is the dirt gets in there and ruins the bearing. So anyhow, the seal was bad, and there's no numbers and stuff on the seal and stuff. So basically what I got to do is take this side off. I could probably just take that side off, take it down, and have it matched as far as the width, inner diameter, and OD and ID and that kind of thing. But I'm going to just see if I can find some numbers on this side instead. And if I can do that, then might be you know, might be a little bit easier, a little bit better, that kind of thing. I need another one, you're right. Well, yeah. Apparently this is a felt seal. I've never had to deal with a felt seal before. First time. Crazy. But yeah, that's exactly what this is. It's an old felt seal. And probably what happened on the other side, it dried out. And just, you know, after it dries out, it ain't worth a damn. So I was looking on Google, and there's different types of felt seals out there. So now that I'm tearing this apart here, hopefully I'll have luck enough in finding one of these suckers. And hopefully there's a part number on here that I can use. Oh man, see, this is like a two-part deal here. Oh boy. That's old, alright. I don't know if we'll be able to get this off. I don't even know if there's going to be a part number on here that we can even use to make this work here. You know, it's I'm gonna have to get that off with something here. Probably have to wedge something in there and pry it off. I'm not seeing a number on here at all. That's not good. That's really not good. I have no idea where I'm going to find this. No part numbers, no nothing. Well, oh boy, let me call around and see what we can do here. I have no idea where we're going to find that with no part number. Okay, so I went ahead, took the other side off, and see, this is all I had on here was a rag. That part there, and then I had this wrapped around here like that, and so that's how I was able to get through, and it held up real good. It didn't get anything in the inside and stuff, but anyway, that's why I wanted to get the felt so that way I can replace it and that kind of thing. So I called my seal place, which usually has everything that I need. Anyways, I probably could have maybe got it from them. I don't think they custom punch felt there or not, I don't remember. But anyway, so I called around to a few different places. They gave me some other numbers, which is the typical thing you do. And I called APG, which is American Packing and Gasket. I guess they're out of Houston. So what they're going to do, this felt gasket piece, is they're going to go ahead and cut me a piece like this, which is, I think it's 2 3/4 ID and 2 3 7/8 OD and 1/2 inch thick. And I actually think I have these. I think I have the old shim and this piece here back at the shop, at the other shop. And I'm gonna have 4 of these sent. These are like $3 a piece or something. Yeah, it's probably all in all between shipping and everything else, could probably be like 30 bucks probably just for this dang thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what the hell? So anyway, anyhow, as long as these are intact, I bent this one up a little bit, but I'll bend it back into shape, so no big deal. But as long as the other one, I have these 2 steel pieces right here, these 2 pieces, then I'll be able to make it work. Okay, so anyway, for now we'll just go ahead and take this, we'll just wrap it back up, leave it sit here for a while until those come in, and then I'll just go ahead and, actually might as well take the other side out while we're at it and get it ready to go too, and then kind of get ready to go through some other things on this sucker before we got to use it and stuff. So anyway, that's what we got so far. But you got to be really resourceful if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, especially with old stuff, you know. Okay, so I got it all power washed down for the most part. Not 100% perfect, but we got most of the stuff off. Cleaned out the blades in the back so that way I can get to them, because I need to put some Loctite on the bolts for the tiller tines. And we went ahead and ordered those felt things for, I'm going to go home and see if I got that those plates to make it work for the seal for the bearing. I've been letting it run all day. It's good to go there. You know, like I said, that motor's, you know, just awesome, man. I can't believe that, you know, something that's old was hardly even used. Even if you look at this, you know, I mean, if this was all used up, you'd be able to tell. But anyway, so that's what we got, and we're going to get ready to get out of here, and then we'll be back at it later this week. So I went ahead and I'm working back on that tiller here, and I had these felt pieces cut from oh, I don't remember where. I'll have to look up the company's name, but anyway, so these are the right size. See, there's the old one, okay, and then here is the new one. So basically you can see that, you know, they're in good shape here. So I already tested out that work. So this part here I can bend back into shape. It needs a little bit of work, you know, right there. And this one here is kind of bent when I was taking it out a little bit. That's easy. But here's the old one. This is the reason why, you know, the bearing failed, and then it just took this thing. I'm going to try to go ahead and see if I can bend this back into shape somehow, make it work. And that's basically what we're going to do either way. Somehow we got to make something go back in there, because I'm going to need this tiller up on a job here coming up. So I'm going to try to bend this back into shape and see what we can do. Okay, so I went ahead and cut this piece out here. I got the OD good. So we got that good to go. Need to finish trimming the inside here. I have a plasma cutter back at my my house shop back in there, but we're just using this, you know. So this just, you know, look at this, just boogered up. But so anyway, we're gonna cut this out a little bit more here, so that way we can get that cleaned up, and we'll move on to the next page. Okay, so I went ahead and I'm finishing up trying to put this these seals back in here. I think I already showed you these here. You know, I had these cut. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I won't be able to make this lip right here, but I took the old one, cut it off, and then I made me another. I gotta still smooth this one up a little bit, but this one goes behind. This is one piece right here, and this here will be another piece right here. Once I weld this, I'm gonna go ahead and weld this on here. Okay, well, I got the bearings cleaned up because I dropped them in the crap down here, so they're all cleaned up. I got that felt piece on there, put a little bit of this on there to help seal the, just flange sealant. Because anyways, just to help keep this from, I didn't want this to spin on the spindle and wear the spindle down, because this felt piece is a little tight in there, so I didn't want it to grip this and then spin this metal piece here on the spindle and then slowly wear out the spindle. This thing doesn't move very fast anyways, but still, nonetheless. So we're going to put the hub back on here and grease these bearings up, and hopefully put the other side back on, get the tires on. Then I got to move on to the back to get the tiller tines tightened up. So, all right, so we're back out here working on the tiller, and basically have drained all the fluid out, disconnected all the hoses everywhere. Oh, let's see, how much did I drain out? Probably at least 20 gallons easy. I got these full here and a whole bunch underneath. So, but what's happening is I'm thinking it was getting in possibly around here or in there, and then I went ahead and just temporarily put this on there, getting in there too. But anyway, I'm sure it's getting in all kinds of places. I think those are the only places, but so we're going to go ahead and put some fluid back in it. I went ahead and tightened up the tines, got those good. I still need to put some fluid in this chain casing here. I went ahead and checked the other side. It's decent. This one's kind of black. When I initially got the machine, I changed all the stuff out, but it's been sitting on the weather and stuff again. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get ready to put some fluids in it. But I got all the tines and stuff all tightened up, lock threaded. Still can't seem to find the tines though. No one seems to sell them. So I mean, she's old. She's I think a 52 or 53. She's old. All the fluids in the differential and case and stuff like that are all good to go for the most part. Probably use another change, but they're decent enough for now. But we're going to go ahead and put 20 gallons of fluid in this girl. have to understand that the system's completely empty. All the hoses, all the pumps. Went ahead and even took the hydraulic cylinders off and put air in them and stuff too. So that way, probably we'll go ahead and start her up here in a minute at less than 10 gallons right there.